Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. This is Geeta. Today we'll be solving a question from IBPS PO 2023 question paper. 8 persons A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H sit around a square table such that 4 persons face inside and sit middle of the table, 4 faces outside and sit corner of the table. G sits second left of C, 3 persons sits between D and B, H sits opposite A but does not sit at the middle of the table. D sits second left of A, F sits second to the right of C and E sits immediate right of B. So, first let's draw the square table and mark the places. I'm going to number them to make this easier to understand. It is mentioned that 4 persons faces inside and sit middle of the table. So, they are facing towards inwards. So, the right and left varies. That is the thing we have to notice here. And this facing outside, that is corner, they face outside, which means 5 faces outside, 3 faces outside, 1 faces outside, and 7 faces outside. So I'm going to open the squares to make it easier to understand, and they imagine like they are going to sit in a linear way. So this is how it looks when the square is open. I'm opening from this side and it opens all the way and it becomes a linear way. So one is facing outwards. When it is facing outwards, which means it is right and this is the left. So imagine you're sitting this side and facing outwards. So your left hand side is going to be the left and the right hand side is going to be the right. And 2 is facing towards inwards, which means left is here, right is here. So same way 3 is facing outwards, which is right and left. So we found the pattern that it is L, L. So those who are sitting outwards, it will be right and left, and facing inwards, it will be left and right. So one is again facing outwards and right and left. So I'm not going to mark that. And okay. So this is the first set of data which we were able to understand from the question. Next set of data, let's go through it. So G sits second left of C. So wherever C is sitting, G is going to be sitting in the second left, first left and second left. Next, 3 persons sits between D and B. 1, 2, 3 between D and B. So there is a clue here. So when we see the corner, right? So for one corner, 1, 2, 3. The other corner, there will be 3 persons sitting between 2 corner person. Then the next point is H sits opposite A but does not sit at the middle of the table. Which means H is going to be sitting either here and A here. So those are the options. So H and A are going to be sitting in the corner and they'll be facing outwards. So the clue here is there is going to be 3 persons. When H and A are sitting opposite, H and A are sitting opposite, there's going to be 3 persons sitting between them. Because either way, 1, 2, 3, and there's going to be A. So, and next point is D sits second left of A. D sits second left of A. And then F sits second to the right of C. So, if C is sitting here, F sits second right of C. Then E sits immediate right of E. So, wherever B is sitting, then E sits immediate right. So, next to B, there's going to be E. So, let's try to arrange this and figure this out. So, in this, it's D and there's a person between them and there is A. So, I'm going to substitute this here. So, which becomes D and there's a person and then there is A. I'm putting this in this, and then between A and H there are 3 persons, so which means A, 1, 2, and there is one more person here and there is H here, and then so this one, which is there's one more person and there is B, and to the right of B there is E. So we'll remember that, and then the C and F has to be there. So this type of questions, mostly it's trial and error. Let's do the first trial. So I'm going to place this here. So which is H, there is one person, we don't know who's that. B, and then there's one more person, and then there is A, and there is one more person, there is B. So the other option could be, so right of B, there is E. So in this case, if B is here, then the right of B. So to the right is this one. So I could put this as E, and then there are C and F left out, and G. So I'm just going to guess them. So I'm going to put C here, F here and G here. So let's check it out. So I'm going from the beginning. So G sits second left of C. Let's see. So G second left of C. So that doesn't make sense. And then 3 persons sits between D and B. So that works out. And then H sits opposite of A. So they have to be 1 and 5. So 1 and 5. H and A. That makes sense. And then D sits second left of A. So D sits second left of A. Okay, let's try to rearrange this. So A is here and D has to be in the second left. So since this is the left, so 1, 2. So D has to go here, and then so since I put the D here, I have to interchange this B has to be taken to the D's place. So which means B comes here and there is always E to the right of B. So if B is here, then the right is this side. So which is here, E comes here. Then C has to go to the E place. So which is C comes here. And then the remaining does not change for now. So H is here, F is here, and G is here. So let's go through the clues again. So I'm going to go from the last this time. So E sits immediate right of B. So E sits immediate right. This side is right of B. That makes sense. F sits second to the right of C. Let's see. F sits second to the right of C. That doesn't satisfy. So because since C is here, I want the F to the second right. This right. This is the right of C. So I'm putting F here. Since F goes to G's place, G goes to F place. So G goes here. The remaining will be there as it is H. So let's check one more time and hopefully we are good with this. So I'm going to start from the beginning now. G sits second left of C. So G is second left of C. Make sure you see this left on this side it is. And then 3% sits between D and B. So D and B, there are 3%, that's good. And then H and A on one, the opposite, they should be either at 1 and 5 or 5 and 1 or 3 and 7. So H and A, here it is 1 and 5, that's good. And then D sits second left of A. So D should be second left of A. A is here and L to the left side for A is this side since they are facing outside. So that's correct, good. And then F sits second to the right of C. So F is second to the right of C is here, right is here, second right means not the next one, next after that. That's correct. And E sits immediate right of B. So B is here, E is to the immediate right. B's right is here, this side, since S is also facing outside. So it's here. Oh, we got everything correct. So this is the order they are seated. So in the first position it will be H. So when we put it here, H, E, B, G, A, C, D, and F. So this is the order that they are placed. Thanks for watching. If you have any doubts, please let me know in the comments.